Hello, my name is Asenet Rivera, and this is a role play for Counseling 6322, Marriage and Family Counseling for Houston Baptist University. And today we are working with Hope Intervention, and this is on communication skills for the couple. And this is the listening and repeating. And again, this is role play, and today we have Carlos and Tabby assisting us with this technique. Hello guys, how are you doing?
Hi, we're doing great.
Awesome. So thank you for coming in today. Today I wanted to try working on a skill, and it's one of the simplest techniques related to communication, and it's about listening and repeating. So I know that when we went over your assessment, one of the concerns was a bit of the communication, where Carlos, you sometimes felt that when you guys were discussing an issue, and you felt that your argument was escalating and you really weren't getting nowhere, then you preferred stepping away and taking a break. Versus Tabby, you wanted to or preferred, resolving the issue at the moment. So I think this will help us with that. If you guys are okay, we can try working on this technique. Mm-hmm. Okay, and so overall the goal is to improve the bond between the couple, and increasing your understanding and respect to communication, and by decreasing negativity. Okay, so that would be our goal. And the way the exercise works is that we're going to have a speaker. So one of you will be the speaker and the other will be the listener. The speaker says what they feel about a certain concern, and the speaker waits their turn and listens and then repeats what they heard. And then we'll reverse the roles so that you both have a chance to practice the technique. Is that okay for you guys?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, awesome. So I guess to start off with, is there a concern, a situation that has been bothering you, or something that you would want to talk about for this technique exercise?
I think a good topic would be her traveling out of town.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt. Rules. I said what your role would be, but
okay.
very important. We need rules. Thank you, Tabby.
Yes.
And I know that you guys worked on your own rules,
Mm-hmm.
and you have a couple of rules. Do you want to relay what those?
Yes.
rules?
So our rule that we came up with is that each person can speak from their perspective. Each person should avoid making assumptions about intentions behind the other person's words or behaviors. We don't want to devalue each other while we're here in therapy. We want to keep that volume of speech at a low from 5 out of 10, so that we can both communicate better. And if a person needs to feel that they need a timeout, then we have to respect that person needs to take a timeout and just engage once they're ready.
Okay, great rules. And so we'll try to keep those in mind while we work the exercise with the topic of your concern. And I'm sorry, Carlos, that I interrupted. What was your concern?
Yeah, I was trying to say that whenever she has to travel with her job out of town, I don't know, I feel like it's maybe like her time to go out and
But what do you mean go out?
well,
Okay, guys. Let's try that. Let's try that one. So Tabby, you're gonna be the listener.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try this. So
Okay.
we'll use this ball. So if you have the ball, it's your turn to speak. And if you don't have the ball, then you wait your turn to speak. And you'll have your turn to say
Okay.
what you're feeling, or express how you feel. And so we'll let Carlos have the ball as a speaker, and then you're the listener. Once we're ready for your feedback, then you get the ball.
Okay.
Okay, just so that we I guess just as a reminder. And so Carlos, do you want to try that again, and I guess relate your feelings to that? Say how you feel instead of the context, how things happen. Try to relate your feelings to the situation.
I feel when she goes out of town, I guess what I was trying to say is, I guess I get worried when she's out there, you know, a different city, and when I don't hear from her, you know, I get even more worried because when I know she's okay, you know, and I know it's a time difference, but it's mainly just we communicate all the time, so you know where you're at, how you doing, and when I don't hear from her, it's just, you know, I guess it makes me miss her even more. So I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I just get worried and a little anxious of, you know, how everything's going on wherever she's at.
Okay. Okay, do you want to pass the ball to Tabby now? And then Tabby, do you want to relay what you believe you heard Carlos say?
And I understand. I hear where he states that I travel long distance. You know, time zones can be different. You know, it can be another state, another city. So I can see where that happens. And we do communicate, and I understand that he can be uneasy at times, and I guess that's something that I have to understand. And
But how did you understand that makes him feel?
that he's worried, that he gets worried about me traveling, or that he doesn't hear from me. So I can see that happening.
Okay, so then now we're going to reverse the roles. And Tabby, do you guys want to continue with the same subject, or is there a concern, Tabby, that you would want something that you want to talk about?
I feel that we can continue talking about the same topic.
Okay, great. So go ahead.
So I mean, when I go out of town, it's already hard, right? It's already hard for me because I still have to travel and be away from my family, and I do go sometimes. I do go out and have lunch or dinner. You know what I mean? And
But that's
you-
all
it's not all the time. It's something that.
Let's let's try that again. Okay, Carlos, let's have her finish what she needs to say, and then we'll give you the ball so that you can stress your point out. And Tabby, let's try that again. Try to use feeling to the situation. Like, how does that make you feel?
Okay. I mean, me just going out of town, it makes me feel worried. I feel worried because I'm leaving home. I'm traveling by myself, so I feel, you know, sometimes I feel alone. Well, not really alone, but I feel worried because I'm traveling by myself and no one's around me. And sometimes when I'm out of town, it just makes it uneasy for me to worry from home and work, and I can't work comfortable. So that's why when we have this communication, I prefer talking to him because that makes me at ease. I can work comfortable and more because, you know, I miss him.
Okay. Do you want to pass the ball to Carlos? Can you relay what you believe she's trying to tell you?
Yes, I guess the way she feels is that when she travels, she's already worried about traveling. She's already worried enough that she's got to travel. She's already worried enough that, you know, she's gonna go to a different place, different city, and she just feels uneasy because she's worried that I'm worried, I guess. And you know, I guess it's just everything boils down to just missing each other, and our routine. I guess is what she's trying to say, right?
Yes.
Okay, great guys. So I guess bottom line is, not the necessarily the going out and going away and woohoo, I'm away. It's, bottom line is, the stress that you're feeling and, where it's throwing you out of your comfort zone, your
Our
routine,
routine.
and being away from each other. So it has it weighs on both of you. And, bottom line, it affects you emotionally where you miss each other and not necessarily, oh, you don't call me or you don't hear me or you don't,
That's correct.
right? So, how do you guys feel about this technique? Do you feel like it's, do you think it'll help?
I like the listening part. I feel that we need to stop and listen to the other person. And I think that this skill helps. It's going to help us in the sense of listening to each other instead of speaking on top of each other or not listening to what they have to say and put our 2 cents in. So, I'm thinking that it will work because we have to learn how to communicate like that, and this skill would probably be beneficial for us.
Yeah, it's good because it eliminates assumptions. So you assume, but once you communicate, you could understand the way the other person feels. And yeah, I think it's a good exercise.
That's great.
Yeah.
And so again, touch, you can, I see Carlos a lot that he touches you when he speaks to you, that sometimes it's giving the person the reassurance. So sometimes if you do that as well, I know that sometimes when you're upset, you want to be as far away from the person.
Yeah.
But, sometimes if that's something that you like to do, then that's actually a good technique as well.
Yes.
Okay, and then also your rules, very important.
Mhm.
If you're able to stick to them or post them, on your refrigerator or just somewhere where you,
For a reminder.
as a constant reminder.
Yes.
Correct, yes. Okay, so, well, thank you. And then I guess in our next session, we will try to develop a different
Technique.
technique for talking.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank
Looking
you guys.
forward to it.
Thank you so much.